Hello and welcome back to the Pokemon Kanto region Let's Build. Today, we are going to be seeing some of the progress I've made on some routes. I finished Route 3, and you might notice the grass block has a new texture because the old one looked dumb. I'm now using dead bushes because they have a consistent tiling placement, which is very nice. As we continue on, we see that it is all done. I am very proud of this little cave right here. So we're using some stair blocks, these nether brick stairs, placing them around, and then when we jump in, there will be some pressure plates here to teleport you inside the cave, just like we did for the houses. As we continue on, Pewter City has been completed as well. The only real thing of note in here is this little building over here, the museum. I really am not sure about how this looks. I mean, it's exactly what it looks like in the game, in terms of they use the brick texture and then the house texture. I don't know why, but they did. So I copied it, but we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully it doesn't look as dumb once I make one of the modifications I'm about to show in the future in about 5 minutes. So that's it for Pewter City. Let's continue on to Route 3, I'm assuming, since we just had Route 2. This one's pretty boring, just, you know, the route. The only thing of interest in here is that these corner pieces are annoying. So I came up with a small little system to start copy-pasting them using World Edit, where I can just, you know, place a block here, grab from here to here, and then copy it and place it wherever I want. Right? And that's very helpful when I want to, you know, make new things. So I just grab one of the corner pieces like this, stand here, copy it, and then if we went, let's say up here to add a new corner, you can see that we have a new corner. Cool. So let's undo that. Undo this, and undo that. And as we continue, we get the entrance to Mount Moon, which is one of the most modified sections I've created so far. In the gold version, there's no Pokemon Center. In the yellow version, this place is like 3 times as big and has like 20 ledges. I tried to just kind of add some ledges and then add a Pokemon Center without changing the size. I don't think anyone will ever notice unless they're super hardcore, but there it is. Also, the Pokemon Center was in the center of, there was a cave, a Pokemon Center, and then like an entire like 8 blocks more of room over here. So it'll probably be pretty noticeable, but oh well. Live and live. I might scooch this over like a squatch. Scooch it over a squatch. Maybe scooch this over a bit. We'll see. For now, it looks fine to me. So next we have Route 3 still. Might be Route 4, I'm not sure. But in here, the issue we encountered was that our fence blocks are only configured to work in the north-south direction, where you go from here and jump down. If you start from the middle and jump to the left or right, then there is no grass texture on this side, because fences don't change direction, right? In order to make this change, I would need to make a new fence block and then have the east side have the grass texture as opposed to the north side on these blocks, which means I would need an entirely new fence blocks model. And then I would need a third one for this side. And I don't know if I want to do that. That seems a bit over the top to me. So I'll consider it. If at the end we still have like 2 fence blocks left over, I might just come around and fix all these. But like this is only one of the like 2 places in the entire game where there's left-right ledges. The entire rest of the game is all up-down. So I don't know why they included these. Probably just because they hate me. As we continue on, there's not much of note, except Cerulean Cave. This was also not in the gold and silver versions. There's just like an empty gap of water here. But this is pretty easy to add back in because we can just put it here. It doesn't like not fit or anything. And last is Cerulean City, which I am still working on. I just started yesterday, so we're a little bit there. The only thing left I want to talk about is these houses, right? Now, they're alright. I think they're pretty close to what's in the game. But I don't like how shallow the roof is. It should be more of a 45-degree angle. And that's not really possible unless I use stairs. And then if I use stairs, it ends up not looking right. It just isn't, you know. And then you can't have an overhang with stairs because you'd need all these side blocks to be like half blocks. Or you'd need a quarter block at the end. So I have a plan, right? And here's my little test model. Over here we have the house. And this is the correct size this time. Previously, if you look over there, you might see that I actually cheated a bit and added an extra block to the left and right of this. So like this block isn't actually here in the tile art in the game. But I added it because it, you know, seemed to look nicer. I'm thinking this might look okay if I add like another window right here so you can kind of imagine that it's a wraparound window. And I have these fence blocks set up so that normally when a fence touches a block, just grab a, I don't know, jungle fence. So you have a fence, right? Really? Are all my fences, Acacia I know is not working. Dark oak is the one I just did. Spruce. Spruce hasn't been used yet, right? There we go. So you have just a post. As soon as you put a block next to it, it attaches. So I was thinking instead of attaching with these bars, I could attach with a roof texture, which I did. And then we can just make the post go away, which I can do pretty easily. And then we have quarter blocks that are directional based on where you are. And that's pretty cool because then you can just, if I wanted to, I could place another one right here and you get the entire half slab. And if I had it turned on to attach the left and right, it could also create another like kind of pseudo staircase, if you will. And this is cool because it allows us to have overhangs. The issue now is that the way it was before, I would have this block, and then this corner piece is no longer colored blue, which is all we need to get this working. So I was thinking I could just make a new block, make this piece blue, and then we'd be good. However, on this side, the top left would be blue, and it would look wrong. Once again, I could make two blocks and have one be the left side and one be the right side, but that's annoying and I don't like it. So instead, we could have it be so that we have a directional block, like this, so that the direction it's facing, this piece will be the blue quadrant, and this piece of the blue quadrant, because this thing is directional. And we can place it in any order we want, right? I hate using functional blocks when I'm decorating, but this was the only block left that I had that was orientable, and there was no more non-functional blocks left. Luckily, a new patch just came out today or yesterday, where we have the terracotta blocks, which are very pretty, and they are orientable, right? So I can, later on, just use the terracotta blocks once I update my world and make sure it doesn't destroy everything. I'll probably wait until the full release is out, or at least like a beta snapshot, like a more stable snapshot. And then we can use those instead of these furnaces, which are not as preferable because people can just come up on, click on them, which is not desirable. Actually, I wonder if I can turn that off. I think I turned that off. Ooh, I could, wait, I could get a barrier block. Like if I go over here and grab this, and then do this. Aha, now they can't do it. All right. And then I can still grab it. Wow, that sucks. So I could just put a bunch of barrier blocks around it for now. Interesting. But that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the update. I re-recorded this video to make it shorter, but ended up making it longer because I had so much more to say about how I was going to plan this out. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you stop by in the future. Check out the stream I've linked below. Peace.